Good day, everyone. I thought I'd come and do an official tour of the garden and properly introduce the channel. I gotta stay focused. Y'all. So, here at TimNata Gardens, we have several flower beds. And these are the beds in front of, what's going on with that? Directly in front of our home. That's the yard. So everything is greening up. We're actually at the beginning of headed into spring, our spring season. And this is what it looks like before everything starts blooming and before we add our annuals for color. So in front we have loropetalums. That's a heuchera that needs to be cleaned up. This is a Southern Living Nightlight Cypress. That's a Dragon Prince. This is a mom that needs to be deadhead. It comes back. It grows, it comes back, but it may come back, it may not, because it looks like this may be waterlogged. It just picked up. Another loropetalum. That was a phlox. I think I lost it, but I still have one here. So what I may do is end up dividing that one. Another Dragon Prince, another nighttime or nightlight Cypress. I got my boxwoods in the back. That there is a soft touch holly with some self-seeded lemon coracino. And then I have that's a juniper. The name is escaping me right now. Oh, it'll come back to me, but that is a juniper. Soft to touch. This here is a lantana. I left it as is because I'm curious to see if it's going to come back for me. And this is a emerald green arborvitae I recently planted this winter. That I'm just going to grow it up in the pot. And once it gets up to some size, I'll drop it in the ground. Another soft touch holly. And another boxwood. And this is a fluffy arborvitae. It's getting some size, so I'm either going to move that to a bigger pot or go ahead and plant it in the ground. Another soft touch holly. Another heuchera, nightlight Cypress. And these are two additional Southern Living Dragon Prince that I have bought, and I'm actually thinking about moving them in front of it's way over there, but that quick fire standard. Now this here is a sedum. I cut it all the way back to the ground, and this is how it looks going from the ground up. And there's another sedum. These little bunches all came from one. So I separated the one and made 3 out of 1. Cabbages I had over the winter, and those are done. So as you can see, I got a lot of weeding I need to do. A lot of weeding. This right here is another loropetalum, and behind that loropetalum is 3 little hotties. And I'm so excited to get this view of how it looks now, because during the summer and spring it's going to look totally different. This bed will be full with just what I have. But I also like to add annuals at the front edge. This here, I'm so surprised at this. This is a verbena. It needs to be cleaned up, of course. But this is a red verbena, and I didn't realize that it was or is a perennial for me. And just so you know, I am zone 8A here in the South. This is another sedum I split into 3. It was one big sedum, and I divided it into 3. Back here, I have a sea of heucheras that I need to clean up. And this is a Cherise Laura petalum that was only supposed to be 3 to 4 feet tall. And as you can see, it's taller than me, and I'm 5'4" on a good day. So these are my front beds. So that's one bed, one long bed, and then I have another bed behind it, surrounding my sidewalk. And we go here to the side of the front yard. We have call this like my safari bed. It's different. Now these, they're not winter plants, but this is what we had here last year, and I just wanted to leave this because I want to do this look again. The Mandevilla red, it was beautiful, and it lasts all through summer, fall, and for part of winter, because we don't have extreme winters over here. These are some yuccas, and this big boy here that I had no clue it would get that big. This is a soft touch yucca. This tree here is a lemon or snow lemon cress cypress. Feel like I'm saying it right. Snowdrift lemon cress cypress. This is another, I don't know if it's a cypress or juniper. If I look it up, I'll let you know. In these pots, I had coleus. Those are annuals in our area, so I'm not expecting that to come back. So I'll replace that and refresh it with a new plant for this season. This is a dragon breath I planted towards the end of the season last year. And they come back. So I'm just going to leave that as a placeholder. See if it comes back for me. This is another juniper. It's more like a ground cover. And I can't remember the name. And these are dahlias. No, daylilies, I'm sorry. 3 daylilies. And they bloom a pretty, like, deep plum purple color with a yellow throat. And then I have 2, I forget what you call them, firecrackers. Forget the actual name. All right. Now let's go on the side yard. Oh, this is my little sitting area we have here. And they always come back, but I always buy, because I'm kind of impatient, I always buy dragon breaths. And I'll plant them, and then the babies will come up, and it'll make it extra pretty and thick for me. I plant those every year with dragon breath. All right, so here's the side yard. These are beautiful. They're coming out that bronzy color for the winter, and they're greening up nicely. So beautiful. This is my little giant arborvitae. It has really put on some size. It's huge. It is huge. All right. And these are my limelights. And see, this is why I need to get on top of pruning, deadheading and pruning. And I'm also going to shape this here. I'm going to fix all the branches that are crossing to prevent disease and stuff. I'm going to do that in another video. But I'm going to take my time and clean that up real good, get it deadheaded. These arborvitae balls were actually in the back of the limelights. But I knew the limelights would get big, but I didn't expect they would get that huge. So me and my husband, we actually moved them out away from the house. And they still look like they're pretty close, but we moved them out away from the house, and we moved the arborvitae balls in front of it. It's like a little nice little border plant, and I think it looks so much better. So we got 3 lime lights, 2 grasses in the back, and I just planted them in the back for winter interest so it wouldn't look so, bland during the winter. And we also have some heucherellas tucked back there as well, in the back. So that's another garden bed. And then we have this rock area that desperately needs attention. And as you can see, we got a lot of projects on our hands. So we're just gonna tackle one bed at a time, get everything in order. These are more mature green giant arborvitaes. So like the little babies you saw in the front, once they get up to this size, I'll basically shift the ones in the front of the house to these pots, get them up to some size, and then drop them in the ground. I feel like I can get another season out of this, so I'll let this stay in the pot for another season before we move it in the ground. And this is a juniper. This is a blue point. Ooh, sticky. Blue point juniper. Try to straighten it up. Excuse me, y'all. I ain't moving too much for you. Landing from the wind. But this is a blue point juniper. And it's normal for them to shed and brown in the inside. Once I give it a good bit of water and fertilizer, it'll be full and pretty. Look at all those weeds. So yeah, I gotta bring in some more rock, weed barrier. Get this area cleaned up real good and bring it up, have it looking nice. Y'all just don't know, it's taking everything in me not to pull these weeds. We're moving right along. Now I am expecting these to come back as well. These are oh my goodness, what is the name? See, you can see new growth there. See that new growth? They're not elephant ear. Need to be cleaned up. Calla lilies. I don't see any new growth on this one yet, coming up yet. But yeah, those are calla lilies. And I'm gonna try to keep them in the pot for another season. But I may have to take them out and drop them in the ground, because they did get huge last year. Okay. And this is my middle bed around this nice sized pine tree. This is a limelight hydrangea. See what I'm saying? They're opening up. They're ready. So I really gotta be quick about getting out here and cleaning these limelights up. I didn't deadhead earlier because I wanted to leave the blooms for winter interest, and I'm glad I did because it was so beautiful when it snowed here this year. This here is a orange rocket barberry. It's deciduous. It's a beautiful fiery red in the summer. This is a cryptomeria. 2 of those. And this is another phlox that I have. Those are very fragrant, beautiful plant. I'm hoping that actually gets enough size where I can split that and get 2 for 1. Another nightlight, Camelia. This is a coleus. Coleus don't come back for us, but surprisingly, sometimes they do come back. So I just leave it out of curiosity to see. And this is a nice size blue point juniper. I actually bought this juniper. It came in this. Matter of fact, it was smaller than this. So I buy them small because when you buy them small, it's cheaper. And I grow them. It'd be like $26 for a small one. And I think this is about, what, 2, 3 years old? So they're quick growers. And it's about, I want to say almost 6 feet tall. So what I do is I grow a lot of my junipers in a pot, get them up to some size. Then I'll drop them in the ground. Once you drop them in the ground, they take off. So as I said, this is a limelight. And then on the other side, I have another hydrangea, which is the first edition's berry white hydrangea. It has beautiful white and red, deep pink blooms. Kind of puts you in the mind of ice cream when it blooms. It's so pretty. And this is a little lime hydrangea. Y'all, this stuff is, I'm getting a little anxious here because I got to get out here and get to work. See the little leaves? You're ready. Here's another little lime hydrangea. So I have 2 little lime hydrangeas here. And another berry white on this side. This here is another Blue Point juniper. It's not as big as the other. Probably like 5.5 feet tall. Another nightlight Cambria cypress. Okay. Now this is my willow bed, or my oak leaf hydrangea bed. So again, I need to clean. I got a lot of cleaning to do, y'all. But these are autumn ferns that have been, looks like it's being overtaken by weeds. But we'll get that cleaned up. Another nightlight Cambria cypress. This is a juniper. Can't quite remember the actual name. This is my oak leaf hydrangea. My goodness. And this is like my first hydrangea to actually get blooms. So this always blooms first out of all my hydrangeas. And another juniper. These are laripe. And they bloom purple little blooms. And this is another autumn fern. Okay. Okay. Now, in the back of this bed, this here is a Imperia 1 maple. It has red leaves. That's about 3 years old as well. It's a slow grow. I noticed with maples, they are slow growers. If I can get my words out. And this right here is a Sangu Kaku coral bark, red coral bark maple, and it has like neon green leaves. Y'all, they getting red. Oh my goodness, my hydrangea. This is a endless summer hydrangea with big, beautiful pink blooms, and it is already leafing out. It's been warm here, y'all. This has been in this pot for about 3 years as well. This will be its 3rd year in the pot. And this is another endless summer hydrangea. This one rarely blooms for me, but because the leaves are so beautiful and green and glossy, I keep it as is. And plus it's good, a good background for my juniper. This I just recently planted. It's got little leaves leafing out. This is an endless summer, pink, blooms as well. And I have in here, can't see it right now, but in this area I have some hostas. And I don't see any signs of that. I guess I know this is where one hosta is based on the little old stems from the blooms. And here is another endless summer. So I actually wanted to, I plan to have, I want nothing but the pink endless summers surrounding all this area here. Because this is about one of the only areas I have that's shady. Where they won't, burn. Because like I said, we are zone 8A. And my yard is basically full sun. Okay. Let's make our way to the backyard. Okay. Now we do have two large pots flanking our little bench. I try to set up little sitting areas throughout the yard because we do have a good sized yard and you want to have a spot where you can, rest when needed. This is called Ever Goldie. I have two Forever Goldies in the front yard I'll show you shortly. But these are Ever Goldies and they're doing great. It's beautiful. You see it? It's coming out of that bronzy color and more into that neon green with green on the inside. That two-tone look, I love it. Now these were, it was the new, they were the purple super tunias. I can't think of the name, but it was beautiful. If they don't come back, I'm just going to refresh it and replant it with the same look because I really did enjoy that purple. They were purple with a white throat and with that purple popping against this neon green color. Oh, it was beautiful. So we're going to do that same look again this year. All right, and this is the garden bed around the barn. So y'all, these are Blue Point junipers. These are one of the first ones I bought. And again, I bought these in a little quart-sized container. These are about 5 years old. And they are huge. I want to say it's about 8 feet. They're at 8 feet. I think they may max out at 10. Is what it says. But you never know. So I got two Blue Point junipers on each corner. And then let's go on around this side. Then I have this variegated hydrangea that is leafing out. Y'all, I got to get busy, y'all. I am planning on moving this one to the bed behind me. So, yeah, we're going to do some renovation when it comes to these beds. Behind it is a little hottie hydrangea. This here is a crepe myrtle, black leaf crepe myrtle, Proven Winners brand. I forget the name, but I just know it's black leaf, red flowers. And this is another little holly. So my idea is to have the barn surrounded with little hotties. So I'm either going to divide one that I already have or I'm going to purchase another one to place behind the crepe myrtle. And the crepe myrtle, I'm going to move in another part of my yard. Not sure exactly where, but that's just a placeholder for it for right now. This here is a crepe myrtle on standard. And I left the tag on it. It is a double dynamite crepe myrtle. It's black leaf as well with red blooms. I had never seen a crepe myrtle on standard. And when I saw this, I had to have it. And I have another one like it flanking the other side of the barn. So to add more interest, I did. This is another juniper I bought as a baby. I don't buy my junipers full size. I buy them in little quart-sized containers and I grow them myself. So this one got up some size and I just decided to put it behind the barn. And we'll give you a view of that. This is the area we were in the last video. All this was covered with leaves. We cleaned that up real good. That's where I had my little burn pile. So we still got some leaves we need to clean up over here in this area here. And I may come out and get this cleaned up. This area cleaned up this evening. Some piles I started because it's calling for rain within the next couple of days. So I may go ahead and tackle that today. This is my baby. This is I got it for $7. It was on clearance, and it looked like it wasn't gonna make it. It doesn't look the best, but I love this little tree. Now it gets huge, but it is a slow grower. It's a some kind of hinoki. I don't know the exact name, but it is a hinoki cypress. I love it. I brought this back. I mean, it looked like it was just on its last leg. So, and this here is a hydrangea on standard. My Pinky Winky. I'm hoping it does better back here because it was up front and it was struggling. But I am hoping it does better here. Oh, thank God. Y'all don't know I'm so happy because I wasn't sure it was going to make it, but you can see it's alive, y'all. So I have high hopes for it. I hope it loves this spot. This is my first standard I got, my first hydrangea on standard I purchased. This here is a some kind of cryptomeria. And it's, y'all, it's supposed to be a lot thicker than this. But like I said, that's, sometimes I get these plants that's marked down on clearance. And I just try them just to see if I can keep it alive. So this actually I might train it as like a topiary or some sort. Because basically that's the shape it's taking anyway. It's taking the shape of a topiary. This is the other crepe myrtle on standard. Y'all, you can see I got a lot of work. We got some work to do. My other juniper. Y'all, I'm happy about this one too because it struggled when I moved it back here. And it is beautiful. I'm so excited. So I still need to add my black trimming and mulch around it just to make sure it stays cool and moisturized during the hot summer. All right. So this is the other side of the barn. Little hotties. Look at that. And I try to mirror each side to kind of, bring it all together. So this is another variegated hydrangea. It hasn't bloomed for me the last couple of years. I'm hoping to get blooms this year. But it blooms a beautiful blue, dainty bloom. This is what they call like a mountain hydrangea. So hopefully we'll get some blooms this year. Another little hottie. Looks like everybody's doing good. You can see some life. This is so good. I'm so happy. And this is another juniper. I have two junipers on this side as well. They're huge, y'all. Huge. And here is a quick fire bush that I have in between two little hotties. I wanted to kind of give it some, you know, I don't know the word I'm saying, but I just want to make it a little different. Spruce it up, make it a little different. This is every year I have this planted and they grow up from seed as well. This is dragon breaths. I mean, as you can see, I'm pretty repetitive with the flowers that I use. I like what I like, and I am definitely a hydrangea lover. So this is another quick fire bush. Like I said, we're going to get out here and we're going to tackle each bed one by one and get it cleaned up, fertilized, and mulched for the summer season. Y'all see all this new growth? This is what the new growth looks like. Isn't that beautiful? The tips are like a lime green. This is the Blue Point Juniper. I love this. Now, that's a beast. It will whip you. It bites you. That's a plant that bites. So before we go to the other side, we're going to finish this side over here. So this is a new bed I started. Well, not new. I actually extended it. It started out from here to here, but then I went and extended it on each side. And hopefully this summer or this season, even before this summer, I try to get most of my work done before the heat of the summer kicks in, because I don't come in the yard like that when it's hot, unless it's early in the morning or in the evenings. I'll be able to add stone edging to it to give it some definition. But this is my pop store hydrangea bed. All of these are pop store hydrangeas, and when I tell you they are gorgeous. So this is a pop star, and when I say dainty, kind of get an idea. But I'm going to come out here and clean all of this up. And these placeholders here are just my hibiscus. So I have red and white hibiscus planted behind the pop star hydrangeas. And then on each side of the pop star hydrangeas, I have a wee white. And everything's looking good. I see some life. And y'all, I love these. This is, and I didn't realize it turned that color during the winter. It's like a deep purple. It's the ground cover. Y'all, I should have been better prepared. I apologize. But it is the black pearl. It's a ground cover, y'all. The name is escaping me. I'm so sorry. But I love that. So what I want to do is just, it spreads, but I don't want to wait for it to spread. Plus I want it beautiful and thick. So I'm going to get some more and just tuck them in between the hydrangeas. So you can see the beautiful green leaves and the bluish pinkish blooms popping up against the black pearl. My goodness, I can't think of the cultivar of it. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Look at my wee white leafing out. And the way these hibiscus work, I'll cut this down all the way to the ground, and they leaf out from the base. So nothing grows on this. I'll clean that up, cut that down to the ground. This is another coleus I had from last year. This is a coleus, y'all. And this is a green giant arborvitae. And it's beautiful. It's greening up nicely. Another pop star hydrangea. Another pop star hydrangea. Another pop star. All of these are pop stars. And then in the middle, I have a, oh, it's alive, girl. I'm so happy. Look at that. It just let me know it's alive. But this is a red bud. A red bud tree. And I just got that so it can grow up and give my hydrangea some shade. And it's a black leaf. It's a dark leaf red bud. Pop star. Y'all just don't know. I love. And this right here is an endless summer. Endless summer hydrangea. Doing good. Y'all, let me go back and check on my other endless summer. That's a variegated hydrangea. So, as I said earlier, I want to move the other variegated hydrangea to the other side of the bed to give, to match this bed. So they kind of be flanking each other. Oh, this is my other endless summer, y'all. All right, and these are some, I think they white adore hydrangeas. I moved from the front yard. It's 3 of those. And this is my gardenia I moved on standard. It's doing good, y'all. So I got to define this area. I just dropped it in the ground. But I'm actually going to make this another bed. This here, all this came from my front bed. Um, some more hydrangeas. Those 2 are doing good. This one I'm not too sure. This is an endless summer. It's always struggled from day one, so I won't be surprised if it don't make it. Yeah, that's dead. Well, that feel like it still got some life, so I'm gonna leave it. And this is another boxwood I moved from the front. Doing good. And all these were, this bed, or this area was just created last year at the end of the season. All right, y'all, so this is the last of the backyard beds. And we have this beautiful blue spire. Is this a cypress? Sapphire cypress. Blue sapphire cypress. This thing gets huge. I think it gets like 25 feet tall, 15 feet wide, and it is a fast grower. So I have these, I think this golden juniper, but it's like a neon green color juniper. And this here, I forget what you call this, but these are ground covers. And the idea is to have this cover the majority of this bed and be like a skirt for this huge cypress. So you have the big, pretty blue cypress with the yellow ground cover underneath. That's my hope. That's my hope. That's my vision. But it's huge, y'all. Blue sapphire. And I'm going to do better. I'm going to take time to actually get I save all of my tags so you guys can know the exact names of these plants. Here goes another juniper. And these are 2 quick fire bushes. Another blue ground cover juniper. And these here are, it didn't do too well last year, which I neglected this bad last year. I didn't get to fertilize it or tend to it. The onion plant, alliums. So these are 3 alliums. There's one. There's another one. There's another one. And this is the bamboo Nandina Gulf Stream, which you can see is being overtaken by the juniper. So I plan on moving that and placing it on either side, the far back end of the blue sapphire. This is a coneflower. And these are my oh goodness, I'll come back to it. This right here is lemon coracetum. It all seeded. And look, some more verbena. The verbena comes back. It's a tough perennial for zone 8. They're listed on the can as an annual, but they come back. So there goes another one. And y'all, these are so beautiful. I can't remember the name. But if I do remember the name, I'll put it on the screen. Everything that I couldn't remember the name of, I'll put it on the screen for you guys. All right. Moving along to the side of the house. So I'm going to have to stake these bad boys. So these are these are fluffies. It's been tattered by the wind, but it's still good. I think these are forever goldies. Let's see, it has a tag here. Oh, these are fluffies. So these are fluffies. Proven winners. And I bought these again as little quart size plants. And they outgrew the container they were in, so I moved them into my large pots on the side of the house. So, I know I can get another year out of them being in the pots. So I'll probably just replant these and stake them up so they can be upright. All right, let's move on to the next bed, front yard. All right, so this is my little mini bed I started. This here is another hydrangea. I don't see it leafing out or anything. Oh, there we go. It's got life, y'all. So I think that is just a regular quick fire hydrangea. It gets huge. Like I said, I buy my plants small and I watch them grow. But it will get up some size. So as you can imagine, this area will have a different look in a couple of years. And these are actually super petunias that's coming back. Wow. So I had these flanked with petunias and some ageranum. Ageratums. These are the ageratums. I'm not sure if they're going to come back or not, but I'm testing it out to see. We'll find out. And here is where I have my 3 purple fountain grass. Purple fountain grass is also listed as an annual. Y'all, I'm going to tell you, these 2 came back for me. No, I got it backwards. This one came back for me. I didn't get much growth out of it. These are 2 that I purchased. So hopefully I can get these to come back this year. This is another crepe myrtle. Black leaf, red blooms. As you see, I need it dead-headed. And they're usually the last plants in my garden to bloom. They bloom well into the summer because they're warm season plants. They love hot weather. These are more crepe myrtles. So I got 3 mini crepe myrtles, 1 large crepe myrtle. And then all of these in the middle are hydrangeas. I don't see anything going on with these as of yet. The hydrangeas on my side yard usually leaf out before these because these are in a more shaded area. The ones on the side yard get more sun. This here is my hothead arborvitae, doing good. Another hothead arborvitae. I have a blue point juniper that I just put in the ground last year. Grew it from a baby. And this beauty here, it is gorgeous. Isn't that gorgeous? This is a Forever Goldie arborvitae. I have another one on the other side. It didn't make it, so I will be buying a replacement for that one this year. And these are the purple fountain grasses that came back for me last year. So again, I just left up the blooms. Well, the grass. I just left up the grass for winter interest, but I'm going to cut that down to the ground. And if it comes back for me, it'll shoot up from the ground up. This is a daylily. Doing good. That's another daylily. This is not a Laura petalum, but this is a, what you call them things. I want to see if it comes back. Sometime they come back and sometime they don't. I'll put it on the screen for y'all. I can't think of it right now. Another Blue Point juniper. Nice and healthy, as you can see. All of that new growth. Those bright neon green tips. Dianthus, and it's budding up, y'all. Has pink blooms. My azalea, 2 azaleas. Another ground cover, blue juniper. Before I go any further, this is another little front bed I got on the side. And it's surrounded by lantana. That's what it is, y'all. Lantanas. Some of these lantana cultivars are annuals for us. But then there are some that come back, and I'm not 100% sure if these are annuals or not. So I'm just going to leave it in place and see if it comes back. If it don't, I'll just purchase more. And this bush or tree in the middle is a fern spray, gold false cypress. And it is going to get some size as well. Another nightlight, Cambria cypress. Another lantana. And another, I divided those. What do you call it? Another succulent. And this is my dianthus, more verbena. And this is it's purple. Put it on the screen. Lantana. Another succulent. Dianthus. And 2 more azaleas. And this is another, have 2 more. These are smaller. They're not as big as the one on the side of the house, but these are green giant, little green giant arborvitae balls. One here and one there. Let's give it some color. Another hydrangea. I think this is the tiny tough stuff. I have 2 of those. One there, one there. And the rest are limelights. So there are 2, 4, 6 limelights in the middle. And in the hanging baskets, I had mandavillas, pink mandavillas. They took me all through the winter and most of the fall and some of the all through the spring. All through the summer, most of the fall and some of the winter. So they took us through all season with beautiful color. Beautiful color. What is that? Okay. Another daylily. This was a lantana. And there's another daylily there. Blue Point juniper. And y'all, I'm sad. But it was pretty during the winter. But this is the forever goatee I lost that I need to replace. And another Blue Point juniper. Y'all, I got some work to do. But we gonna tackle it one bed at a time. And then on each side of the driveway, I have these beautiful crepe myrtles. These are black diamond crepe myrtles. And I bought these as babies. I thought they would never get some size. These about 4 or 5 years old. And they're finally taller than me. So I'm expecting a good jump in size this year. Again this year. Black diamond crepe myrtles. I need to clean these up too as well. For the most part, the little bed area is doing good. It's not as weedy. So the mulch did its job. And I'm going to show y'all 2 more little mini beds I got. So this here, I just purchased this last year, is a quick fire on standard. And it's good. It's good, y'all. It's alive. Oh, I'm so happy. I am so happy. I'm anxious at the same time because I got to get out here and deadhead this stuff. It's trying to leaf out. And I had 2 cryptomerias, but they didn't make it. I bought 2 dragon prints to put with it. But the dragon prints don't get as big as the cryptomeria. So I'm going to hold off and see if I can find 2 more cryptomeria to replace that. And then we have cryptomeria. Y'all, these about 3 years old. They're huge. Those dragon prints I got, I don't think they get as big. They're more compact. So that's why I think I want to look for another cryptomeria for my little quick fire. And this is the big boy. Quick fire. Oh, y'all, I transplanted this. So what I did, I moved this from the side of the house to the front because it was so pretty. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. I'm sorry. I'm so excited. That is going to be beautiful. Y'all, it's a showstopper. And more lemon coral sedum in the front. So yeah, those are all flower beds I have. And I just wanted to do a formal introduction. Of the yard and the garden spaces we have. And also give you a view of all the work that needs to be done. So we will have a lot of content ahead of us. Like I said, we're going to hit 1 bed at a time. And we're going to get it done. My plan of action for this season, since I don't have to worry about starting from scratch, I actually have something to work with. Because y'all, none of these garden beds were here when we moved here. We started all this from nothing. So instead of me worrying about planting, fertilizing, mulching, and all the things all at once, this year I actually have the luxury of just focusing on cleaning up the beds, getting everything fertilized and mulched well. And once I get everything fertilized and mulched, deadheaded, and shaped the way I want, then I can focus on adding little annuals and some permanent plantings to the space. I'm excited. I'm excited for this season. Oh yeah, is an example. When I buy my trees, I buy them this size because, as you can see, it's more economical for me, and I try to get bang for my buck, more bang for my buck. Trees like this emerald green arborvitae, they grow quickly. 2 or 3 years, they're huge. Same with the blue point junipers. So, yeah. But yeah. We'll be doing some outdoor spaces. Live forever is on the porch. But yeah, we're gonna get all this cleaned up, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with me in the journey. All right. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all soon.